Welcome to American Towman TV.
Hey guys, quick question. Have you ever given much thought to off-road recovery? It's a niche in the industry gaining popularity and a place inside our American Towman events too. Take a look. On this episode, tow bosses from 4 different companies from across the nation speak about how they've diversified into the off-road recovery space, increasing both their visibility and their profits. And one thing this group all has in common is they draw inspiration from, and many of them compete in, the most well-known games of their kind, Matt's Off-Road Games, held annually in Sand Hollow State Park in Utah, hosted by Matt Wetzel, owner of Matt's Offroad Recovery in Hurricane, Utah. Let's start with Wrecker Rick, as he's known on YouTube, who made an appearance at our previous American Towman Showplace Las Vegas. Rick Murphy and his beautiful wife Nikki of Murphy's Towing run 3 locations in northern Arizona.
Murphysdiesel here, Wrecker Rick. Let's go, Rick!
This is our first time at any tow show, period. So I've been heavily in the towing industry my whole life, and I've never been to a show. I'm usually just stay in my lane. Always work. And when we started our YouTube channel, we decided to start doing some events and getting out and meeting folks. And we had really good luck with that because, you know, people watch our channel, they want to meet us. So we decided to bring Hellboy. We knew it was something different than anybody's ever seen at a tow show, probably. So, and that's why it's here. So, it's a 2016 Ram 5500. That's what it started life as. And then I tore everything out from underneath it and put 9-ton axles in it, 58-inch tires. It's got lockers front and rear, rear steer, front and rear, 800 horsepower, nitrous injected. It's got a Miller on it, 12-ton body on it. So a lot of our subscribers are here, a lot of our fans are here, and you know, they haven't seen it in person, so the first thing they was, wow, that thing is huge. Much larger in person than on the videos. And then the rest of the folks that haven't seen it, they're just think it's insane, you know, crazy. So, but I've been in the towing industry my whole life. My dad had a towing company, and his dad had a towing company. We've been servicing highway patrol since 1967. So when I-40 shuts down because we get so much weather in northern Arizona, GPS routes everybody around the closure, so you get a lot of off-road recoveries because people are trying to get where they're going and go around the closures. So originally we started YouTube as another source of income. You know, with in the towing industry, as everybody knows, you do struggle to get paid on bills, so we were thinking that we wanted to try to get another stream of revenue coming in. And now I just enjoy showing people what we do.
It's a lot of fun. It's always different. It's never the same thing, especially with the off-road recovery. I mean, come on, like, are you kidding? Look at that. Would you like to drive that? Like, it's awesome. So,
do you drive it?
Yep, I do. Yeah, you can see it on our YouTube channel. Yep, in that recovery, as soon as we get done rigging up, I actually get in it and drive it.
Oh, good.
And pull the semi up the hill.
So what's it like driving it?
It was a lot of power. I mean, what do we have under there? Like almost 900 horsepower?
It's got 1,000 horsepower.
1,000.
Yeah. You hit it with nitrous.
Yeah. Everybody, well, they love Hellboy. And then so far, when we ask people how the show's going, they're enjoying themselves a whole lot. So there's a lot to see here and a lot of product out there that you didn't even know that you might need. So
you're going home with a few souvenirs?
Yes.
Now in Baltimore, at the previous American Towman Exposition, we saw this unforgettable off-roading rig put together by the fine folks in Litchfield, Ohio, at Hook and Haul Recovery Repair Towing and Transport. Father and son Bryan and Dakota Whittenberger feature their work on their own YouTube channel as well.
Yeah, this is an off-road rotator, and as far as we know, the only real off-road rotator that's out there, the world's largest off-road rotator.
Well, I think that's amazing. It's
Yeah.
fitting because this is the world's largest tow show. So.
Exactly, yeah.
So I don't know of a single person that isn't wowed by the truck or love it or have something awesome to say about it.
So it's a Peterbilt 359 cab and hood from 1979. It's a ISB 12 valve Cummins that we've built out with 5,000 pound springs, injectors, large turbo. and we have built this frame from scratch. So this frame is completely custom. We had a lot of the steel laser cut, and we just started welding things together, and this is what we came up with. Wow. The boom is from a old 1983 S Model International that I purchased years ago. It was built as a rotator.
Some of my favorite things are that we have these 20-inch gas shocks. I don't see those on any other wreckers or most any off-road rigs. So the tires are Mickey Thompson. It is the largest DOT legal tire that I know in existence. Definitely the biggest of the big and unique. And they are some real meat cleavers. There's big chunks on here.
I would say probably the suspension overall. This thing will flex over 5 feet. So to be able to take a truck this size and almost call it a rock crawler is pretty amazing. So everybody that sees it seems to love it. You know, the Offroad Recovery world has a huge following. There's a lot of people that enjoy watching it and are addicted to it, and so they see this and they recognize that it fits right in with what they watch all the time. This was a complete team effort. We could have never been successful or completed this without having a great group of guys. If you watch our YouTube channel, you'll see that I praise these guys. They worked so hard, put in a lot of hours to make sure it was done. And really, they all have a lot of skills that they bring to the table too, so it made it easier.
This was an opportunity to come together with everybody else and spend time together, and it was really, really special. Bonds grew, relationships grew, we all thrived. We learned a lot more about each other that we would have never learned before, to be honest with you.
So it's been really awesome. It's brought me and my family closer together because so much blood, sweat, and tears have gone into this. We've been able to spend so many extra hours together and really bring a lot of our ideas together, because we had to engineer a lot of this ourselves. You know, we had to come up with the plans, the drawings, and we did it all really fast. It was a 3-week build, and it was tons of dedication from everybody.
You know, I've came to a lot of the tow shows over the years, the Vegas show, the Texas show, Baltimore, and every time I go, I always think, I'd like to participate someday. And just so happened that this event was the day that I've got to participate, so.
Also, this is the first time in the wrecker pageant?
This is the first time in a wrecker pageant and first time we've ever showed a vehicle ever.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
So I started coming to shows probably 10 years ago with my father. He'd bring me along, you know. And I was just a young lad. I didn't really know what was going on. I was kind of bored, you know, big shiny trucks are cool. And so to be able to have something that we were proud enough of and we think that people will like and enjoy, and to be able to bring it for the first time is just a small taste, and I can't wait for more. I'm so glad we were able to do this.
It's so unique because it's not practical, okay? But I'm not practical, so it fits right in.
In Texas, back in 2024, inside the USA Wrecker Pageant, we caught up with Charlie Miller of Miller Towing and Recovery in Willis, Texas.
So this is a 2023 Ford F350. So the boom that's in the back is an old Century Express. It's probably about as old as I am. Come on the old dent side Fords and the square body Chevrolets way back in the early 80s and the late 70s. It pretty much goes wherever you want to go. Doesn't matter if it's mud or sand or slick or whatever it is, it just goes. And the truck has its limits like anything else, but it's just made to go where tow trucks can't and to do the jobs that they can't get to. At home, we don't have mountains and stuff like they do in Utah, but we have our own unique terrain. We have the gumbo mud in some places, you know, the clay that's just slippery is like ice when it's wet. And we have the sand down by the river and sand down on the beaches on the coast. And that's where this truck excels, is in those places. And it's not a great big rock climber and climbing some of the mountains and, you know, Hell's Gate and Moab or anything. Not yet, but it'll be there one day. Love to go off-roading anyways, and you know, this particular truck just brings out the kid in everybody, you know, and we wanted something that was extremely capable. And we wanted to go. I watched Matt's off-road games a couple years ago, last year, and I said, I want to build a truck. That's the caliber truck I want to build. And it's a work in progress. It's a long ways away from their capabilities, but it's a start. It's a work in progress, and that's where it's headed, is that direction.
And finally today, guys, we ran into Cord Reside at the American Wrecker Pageant in Baltimore. He runs Mother's Offroad Recovery out of Pennington, New Jersey. and says he loves working off-road.
I've been coming to the show for years, and we've never had a truck in the show. And like I said, it was kind of a joke to bring this truck here. And I figured, you know, you're putting a raisin in between all these beautiful trucks, and I didn't really think it was going to do as well as it is, but the crowd says otherwise. It's been humbling. It really has been.
What have they been saying, the feedback?
Everyone loves it. It's crazy. The biggest thing that I spent money on is the front axle. I have a bunch of money into upgrading that because the factory one just wasn't adequate for what we were doing for the rock crawling. This is the side of the industry I like to be on. I enjoy off-road. I've been off-roading for over 15 years.
Why?
Because it's fun. It's an outlet. It's still motors. It's still, you know, everything we do. You know, it's taking the same math as doing recoveries, but you're just driving over rocks and stuff instead. So now your mind's clicking, you're doing all kinds of stuff, and then why not mix your hobby with your work and try to make some money off it? You know what I mean?
Thanks for watching this episode of American Towman TV. And remember, the upcoming American Towman Showplace in Las Vegas is just a few weeks away. The website, atshowplace.com, has all the details. We'll see you there.